Back with us, our expert, he's great criminal defense attorney, Dwane Cates. Dwane, good to have you back. All right, so I'll let you take this one in the sense, what's your headline? Is it Samuels and his credibility? He's trying to explain away that complaint, or is it more about the meat of his testimony and Jodi Arias' trauma and memory?
Absolutely, it's about the meat of his testimony. The complaint's a ticky-tacky complaint, and it's exactly why I don't do family law anymore. There's so much emotion involved, and all kinds of things happen. And you know, somebody practicing that long with one complaint, I mean, come on, there's nothing to that. And they're doing a good job bringing it up first. The meat of it is the memory loss, and I've been talking about this all along. I've actually experienced, I call it adrenaline overload. You know, I've actually experienced where the memory loss, the amnesia.
How so? You were in a traumatic event, lost the memory?
When I was a kid. I used to ride bulls when I was younger, and when you first start out riding bulls, when you sit down and they open the gate, the adrenaline just blows up, and you can't remember a thing for a while. And so I've actually experienced that. Now it goes away after a while once you get used to it. But I've experienced it, and it happens, and I've said over and over on the show before that's what happened to Jodi Arias in this case.
That's interesting, because we had a couple of callers talking about this, and it relates to the case, I promise, that in some senses, post-traumatic stress will imprint that they remember something stronger. So my question to you, as you look back on that, I'm thinking, gosh, first time you're riding a bull as a kid, you'd remember that. So give us your
I remember
take.
everything. I remember everything about it except when they opened the gate.
Huh.
And the next thing I know, I'm sitting on the fence. Okay? And everything else is gone because it's adrenaline overload. Now, post-traumatic stress, you know, there are certain events that you will live over and over again. You know, and memory's a tricky thing. Sometimes it imprints, but you get enough adrenaline kicks in and it sends chemicals to the hippocampus, and boom, no memories.
Okay, and what you're talking about, that's what Dr. Samuels was testifying to. You know, just talking about, and he used that rudimentary drawing of memory functions normal, then like a break where the stressful situation occurs, and then the capacity for memory declines, and as you mentioned, the flow of chemicals into the brain kind of halts that. Let's bring in Beth Karras, an attorney and legal correspondent for In Session on True TV. So as we're talking about that, Beth, the memory, and is Dr. Samuels doing a good job teaching, connecting, and are jurors going, huh, okay, maybe the gaps in the memory, maybe that does make sense?